Hello, welcome back to 999. You already know what I'm gonna say. I'm very tired. Will I ever not be tired when I record one of these? Time will tell. What even happened last time? We were in a first-class cabin. I feel like we didn't learn all that much, to be honest. Which is really, really lame. But what can you do? Hopefully some more exciting stuff will happen this time. Yeah, the most exciting thing was me utterly failing to play a piano because I neglected to take notes with the notebook sitting directly in front of me, right in my line of vision. I will try not to do that this time. Oh, and also I was messing up all my words. I will also try not to do that this time, but I probably will. He came out of the door and into a long, straight hallway.
Another hallway? Hmm?
He paused for a moment, then turned around to look behind him.
That should do it.
Seven was bent over, apparently doing something to the door.
What's he up to?
Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently Seven had heard anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
Probably because that's safe. We never opened up. Snake was a reasonable one. Seven thought about it for a moment before he answered.
I might like to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
Without waiting for an answer, Seven started off down the hallway.
Well then?
Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed Seven. That's a lie, Junpei thought to
Can't
himself.
say I could ever imagine Seven playing the piano. He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then?
Man, are you stupid? I know what the answer is.
I have no clue.
Hey, wait for me!
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away toward his companions. After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, a metal grate?
A large metal grate, like the door of a jail, divided it in half.
Why is this thing...
They shook it for a while, but as they expected, it did not move.
Figures.
Are those elevators over there?
No way to know if they're working or not from here.
Oh, there's a door just to the left of this grate.
Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open.
Sounds like it's locked. Yep.
Junpei took a moment to examine the left side of
Stairs
the room.
leading down.
I was not finished reading that, Junpei. How rude.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah, I think it's locked, too. Look.
In the center of the door was a small keyhole. Next to the keyhole, a small symbol had been carved into the metal.
What's this mark? The female symbol.
I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure.
Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I think I guessed Venus for something else earlier, like Mercury or something, and I felt embarrassed, so I didn't even bother guessing this time.
Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway? They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right. The sun. Saturn.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to mention something last time. But I'll go through this first before I talk about it.
And Earth.
So, as you can see, that one is likely,
Not the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
so I assume.
Hold on. Where's Seven?
While they had been discussing the symbols, Junpei now realized Seven had slipped away. His absence now felt. Snake and Junpei turned to look for
there
their
he is,
missing
down
companion.
that hallway.
Stop! Why do you feel like interrupting me so much today? I'm really not a fan, Junpei. Seven had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs.
This way, Snake. Follow me.
Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him in the right direction, and they both headed off after Seven. Before long, the three of them stood in front of a door.
I wonder if this door will...
It was a French door.
How about that? It opens.
Junpei tested the door and realized that, unlike so many others that they'd encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. He stepped inside. Whoa! Is this the casino?
Wow.
Okay. I've been really wanting to look at it in the last playthrough, as you might know. So I'm glad I finally get to see it. Anyway, what I was going to mention before, I'm not sure if I mentioned it last time, but if you remember that weird brain puzzle with the blocks in the torture room, it turned out that that button that's a hint that I really didn't want to use, that was how you solved the puzzle. And I was looking for a clue that didn't exist, because they named it really weirdly. I don't know why they named it hint. It should have been named like guide or something, as far as I'm concerned, but like, yeah, since this game was originally for DS or something, originally it showed like on the top screen, but since it's on PC now, they couldn't do that. But still, naming the button hint was crazy. I felt so guilty for that. I might have already sent that, but I just cannot believe that crap. Anyway, continuing on. It took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings.
Is this some kind of casino?
Sure looks like one.
Before Junpei could comment further, a noise from behind made him turn around. Snake was shaking the door they'd just come through.
Well, this is troubling.
You know how Seven is always putting stuff to keep doors propped on the way out? Why don't you just do that on the way in? Or like someone stands in the door and holds it open with their foot, and then they put something in while someone else gets it? Like an item to put there? Just some food for thought. But I guess that would be too logical. As Seven and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration and then kicked the door for good measure.
It seems we are once again locked in.
Why are you surprised at this point? There's no reason to panic, however.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
Yeah,
So we must find another exit then.
correct.
All right, guys, let's split up and search this room. Come
Okay.
on, no dawdling. Let's go. Quickly now.
Okay. Spurred to action by Seven's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room. Oh. Seek a way out. Okay, got it. Alright, casino. It's like a kind of L-shaped room. Looks like there's a blackjack table over there, some slot machines. I don't really recall what these ones in the middle are for. Huh. I only know about casinos from playing Yakuza, and there were like a certain side quest where I had to gamble for achievements or something. Alright, let's see. Okay, there's just one card on this table. Card 5, 5 of spades, it looks like. There's nothing on the table anymore. Okay, anything about these chairs? Standard run-of-the-mill chairs. Okay, I'm so scared that I will miss some funny dialogue now by not clicking things enough, because I also apparently missed some funny dialogue with Snake in the last room. Like, I'm sad about that. What the crap is this? It looks like, if you turn on these lights, it'll create a shadow. Okay. Aha! Wait, when those two lights turned on, I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. So it's, I forget what this one is actually called. Is it clubs or something? And then diamonds and hearts. Oops, I didn't read the text. It said he heard something from the bottom of the fireplace when the two lights turned on. What was that? I heard something down there. Oh, hold on, there's a card here. Almost missed it. Didn't think I'd find a card here. Alright, card 6. Nice. What the? There's something in the fireplace. Coin bag. Firewood. Nothing else. Okay. Fireplace. There's some firewood here, but nothing else. Alright. Sorry, this is gonna be so obnoxious, but I really am curious now. Alright, I guess let me look at these machines. Okay. That is not correct. It says 1 on the plate. Okay, it looks like there's something smeared here. Interesting. Well, this seems to be a slot machine. There's a slot for coins on the upper left side of the face. Okay, perhaps you should put the coins you have recently acquired in there? No. I think that sign was for which machine to put them into. Never mind, they might all be the same. Let me check this last one. Yeah, never mind. I think they're all the same. Let me double check. Bonus. Yeah. I'm not gonna mess with that just yet, because I do not have unlimited points. Oops. I don't know what I said before this, but Snake is apparently alarmed by it. Wait, did Snake just tense up? Hey, what's up? No, never mind. No need to worry. Huh? Okay. Oops, I do not want to go there yet. Thank you. Alright, what's back here? Whoa, another card. There's something on the counter. Looks like a card. A playing card. Right? I don't know why you said it that way this time, not the other times. Hey Junpei, I just found this on the shelf. A playing card. Card 4. Okay. There's a whole lot of glasses on that shelf. Doesn't look like there's anything else back there, though. Okay. Sure. Probably. The counter's pretty well polished. What about these glasses? Well, would you look at that? Someone's left a bottle of booze here. Don't mind if I do. Glug. Glug. Okay, this might be, like, really obscure, but, when I used to get, like, Happy Meals with those little milk bottle things, and I remember for a while it had that really creepy Happy Meal mascot with, like, the scary eyes, and it said Glug Glug Milk Jug on it, and I immediately thought of that and got scared for my life. Oh. Sorry, I'm doing something real quick. And I forgot to pause. Okay, I'm done. Hopefully that did not take long. Ah, oh, that is the spot. It's like my throat's burning. Damn, he really drank it. We don't even know how long it's been there. Yeah, okay. Anything else? Does not look like it. The chandeliers hang, chandelier light from the ceiling. Okay, anything else? There's a bottle with some booze in it, sitting on the counter. One more sip. I don't think so. I'm cutting you off, pal. Okay, I'm glad I checked that again. Anything else? Oh, 7 looks like he'd very much like to get acquainted with that bottle. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Oh, okay. What's that? Okay, I can't look at that. What about this stuff? Check out stained glass. How beautiful. What? Huh? Stained glass is colored pieces of glass placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I need only touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure. Okay. Alright. Part 3. Wow, this place is like super amazing. What's this place for? Probably for playing Baccarat. Well, that's way off. That's a little off, though. Yeah, look at the middle of the table. There's something mounted on it, see? What's that? A mirror? Uh-oh. Am I going to get into a cutscene? Suddenly, 7 began to speak.
Ah, Baccarat.
No! Whenever they started having voice acting in these scenes, I know I'm in for the long haul.
You ever played Junpei?
No. Junpei shook his head. He'd barely even heard of the game.
No, never.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit?
Okay.
See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game. You've got the banker and the player. The whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way each hand works is different from other games too. You see, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards.
Hmm? What do you mean by that, man? The way each hand works is different, okay? All the number from the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards. Okay, so like if you had a 5 and a 7, and that would make 12, would that mean you get 2? I think I remember something vaguely like this from Yakuza.
Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose.
Okay.
And that's it.
Interesting.
That's the explanation. Got it?
Oh, yes, I do vaguely remember. Snake was talking about Monkey and 9 being the best or something.
Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff. But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well. The single digit of the sum of all the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9, and the weakest hand is a 0. You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do
Okay.
you get it?
Yeah.
Yes. He hadn't been asked for it, but Seven's explanation, rushed through though it had been, was helpful.
Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I played now.
I feel like that with most things.
However, we have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules, and if it does, in what manner.
Then I guess we try everything.
Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table. Okay, so it looks like we have an 8. Alright. What are numbers we can add to get 9 if we have 3 cards? Okay. So we could do 19, so that minus 8, we would need 11. So let me see what cards add up to 11 real quick. I have, can I do a 3 and a 4? That would make 7, and then I would need, 4. No, that's not right. How about 4 and 5? That would make 9, and then 2? No. Bruh, I'm like fighting for my life. Alright, 6 and 3, that would make... Bruh. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. Hold on, let me think. I might actually look for more cards first. I feel like that would help. Instead of puzzling over this. Oops, I did not mean to press that. I don't even know what key that was. I was trying to press the E key to move around. Let's see. Let me go over here. 9. Oh, give me that. It seems the card is attached to the panel. And attached very well, it seems. If you don't mind, what sort of card is this? It's a playing card? The Ace of Spades, in fact. Okay, lock. There's the card slot. Looks like we need to put a playing card in here. Okay, got it. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay. So... let me see. I feel like I don't have enough cards still. So I need to get to, 9, I guess? 7? No. Alright. It's not working. Well, duh. Yeah, I'm guessing I will need to win the Baccarat game first. I'm sorry, I'm skipping dialogue. Yeah, whatever you said. This is why I'm, like, failing half the time, because I keep ignoring dialogue when I am yapping. There's a thick stone gate here. Okay. Alright, so, the only other thing I have right now, I think, is these playing cards. I mean these machines. Let me go to number 3, because I'm biased, and use some of my coins. Let me actually examine this first. This is the main body of the slot machine. I believe I felt a coin slot on the upper left corner. Junpei, why don't you try? Okay. Alright, let's put the coins from that bag in here. What happened? I heard an odd noise. Well, to be honest, I don't know. I pressed on the buttons and smacked the machine once or twice, but nothing happened. Oh. Looks like the coins got stuck. Oh dear. Okay. I'm only just now seeing these buttons. So I think it was a different order. I missed them the first time. Yes, okay, I think... never mind, they're all the same. Okay, let me try this one now. Alright, let's drop this coin in the coin slot. Come on, you little bastards, I only need one of you. Okay. Crap. Okay, so I think it was... this? Hello? Spin. This. 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 Okay, I remembered. My memory is suddenly not so bad. 777. Yes! 777! And I think I hear something unlocking in there. Impressive, Junpei. It would appear to be unlocked now. There's something akin to a drawer in the bottom part of this machine, yes? It is a pickup drawer for a dividend. Probably the lock for the drawer got unlocked. Please open it, if you would. Yes, sir. Nice. And a key, too. What is it? Is there something in there? Yeah, a playing card. And this... a key with the Venus symbol on it. Excellent, Junpei. Now we will be able to open the gate. I really like this guy. I'm like warming up to him. Like, he seemed very arrogant and stuff before. But I think it's just because, he doesn't like how people assume he is worth less than others because he's blind. And I really like that about him. He seems to be like a pretty good sport, all things considered. Even if he is a bit snooty at times. And we just need to figure out how to get out of this room. And you know, I'm really sad I'm just talking about how much I like him, knowing what's coming next. If things go the same as they did before. Correct. Come on, Junpei, hurry up. And he's off. There's a playing card and a Venus key. Better put the key in my pocket for later. As for the card... nice. Okay, now I can try and get this. Okay. Oops, I went too far. Alright. So, 8. Alright, I need to get 11. So let me look at my cards. If I get... a 6... okay, 6, 3, and 2 should work. 6. Oh. Hey, 7, are we really supposed to play Baccarat? It's a Baccarat table, what the hell else would we do? Ah, stop worrying about it. It's real simple. What's the opponent's hand? Well, there's an 8 in that glass case. Alright, then that's your opponent's number. Oh. Never mind. I thought I was having to add 8 to it. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number? 3 cards. There are a couple of indentations with white lines around them, right? Those mean we gotta put down 3 cards. So, place 3 cards here and defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I gotta do, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Something tells me those aren't the only rules. Alright, let's give it a shot. Before I start, I'd better make sure I got the rules straight. There are 3 empty indentations. I just gotta pick a card and play it. I figure if I put them in the right spot, something ought to happen. Alright, let's give this a try. Okay. So I get to see all my cards right now. So I need to get to 19. So, firstly, 7 is 6. That would be 13. Plus 5 is 18. Well, isn't that just suck? Am I missing a card still? No, I can't be. Alright, well, let me just try this anyway. Or, hold on. Got it. Here. Does it have to be over 10? Oh. Alright, if I just put down these 3 cards. Yes, open 3. Alright, it was really that easy. Okay. I feel pretty good about myself. Great. You did it, Junpei. Think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Come on, let's grab it. Yes, sir. Alright, let's take this card. Nice. Okay. You got the 8 card. Don't need to hang around here anymore. Alright, I wasn't trying to click on that, but I did. Okay, let's go over here. And put in card 8. Yes! What the fart? Bruh. And in you go. Hey! Alright, it opened up. It seems we have another device to contend with, yes. There are 3 slots in this one. Okay. Now what? 3 slots for cards, and there's 9 right below them. So that probably means they're gonna make 9 with the 3 cards we put in the slots, right? Just like what we did over the Baccarat table. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay. This is all I have. 5, 6, and 7. Well, that worked. Alright, so I put in all the cards we had left into the slots. What happens now? Is that... Yes! I did hear something from the exit. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems the exit is unlocked. Let's go. I love how these two are hyping me up. It makes me feel so good. Alright, let's go. You found it! I really like that room, actually. I was scared because I really hate gambling, but that wasn't so bad after all. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino and into a large open room. A room, in fact, that they had been in once before. There was little to surprise them there. They already knew what their next step had to be.
This way.
The iron gate still stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway. And right in the center of it...
The keyhole with the Venus symbol. The Venus key should work here.
Wasting no time, he pulled it out and shoved it into the keyhole. He turned it. With the distinctive sound of metal in middle, he felt the lock click open.
It sounds like it did. Alright, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me help with this one.
Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side, and Seven took the handle on the right. When Junpei signaled, they both pushed, and the gate creaked open. Nice. Alright, that feels good to see.
It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Snake, are you gonna be alright? I mean, the stairs.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
Okay, man.
Good to hear. Let's move.
At Seven's words, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
When he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The surface of the water below them was flat like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
Back to the C deck then.
Now, how about we check out what's here?
They began searching around and taking stock of what was on C deck.
There are 2 elevators over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
There's a card reader between them. And Another weird mark.
Okay, that's Mercury.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
Alright, well, she's not here this time to punch us.
What?
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Oh my god, Junpei. He sounds so pleased with himself.
Yeah, I see it. No two ways about it.
Oh, this went much better.
That was a pretty good one, kid.
Seven tousled Junpei's hair in what he likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though it was clear Seven had kept his strength in check.
Oh, would you watch it, man? Whoa, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't that weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
Okay, I was wrong about this going better than last time.
If we were looking for a devil, we've got one right here.
Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader.
This is a Mercury symbol. The marks you mistook for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Wings and a staff. Huh. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven. Sounds like Lotus, all right.
Scary. Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about inside of his skull.
7! Oh, that's too much! Oh, my head!
Junpei's stomach began turning uncomfortably.
Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
Thanks, Snake, for keeping us on track.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
So I would assume.
Is there any way possible I can be all up on Snake's butt? Figuratively. So he's not alone at any point, because I would really like that, actually.
Let's forget the elevators for right now. How about that hallway to the left?
Whoa, there's a bunch of doors.
There were a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and all three men suddenly felt very small.
Ah, shit. We're not gonna have enough time to check all these, are we?
Maybe we can come back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship.
To the right this time.
After a few moments of moving briskly down the hallway, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest one there.
Okay, I'm on it.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found another unlocked door, he threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
What?
He simply stood, unable to speak. Seven's eyes opened wide and his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, Seven at last managed to speak.
Hey, what is this place? It's so huge. And empty.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital? The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
I think so. There are shelves in the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Yes.
Hey, why's that door between 3 and 7 blank?
I know why.
Does that mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yeah, good idea.
The 3 of them threaded their way through the beds toward the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they proceeded to investigate each door in turn, but to no avail.
Yep, locked. Just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, there are rules to the nonary game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules. Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will...
Whoa, check this out.
Suddenly, Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake.
Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember the red back at the main staircase? If there wasn't anyone in it, it said vacant on the little screen, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But this one,
There's nothing.
right? You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out.
No, nothing.
Junpei and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. Red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever, and still nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't only the red on door 8 that seemed to be malfunctioning.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
I didn't think all of them would be malfunctioning.
What does it mean?
They've got to be broken. Man, that bastard. I didn't think Zero was the kind of guy who'd screw around with something like this.
Whoa, whoa. Zero's been prepared for everything so far, and you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now?
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. This thing ain't working at all.
While Junpei and Seven talked, Snake busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Internal hardware?
That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of this red, if you please.
The bottom?
I do, please. The bottom. I'm such a child, I'm sorry. Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device.
Huh. There's a thin slot here.
I still have no idea what they're talking about.
I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
The other two reds are the same. Something's been removed from all three of them.
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts.
I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't be working either if that happened to me.
So I assume.
But why? And who? I mean, it really doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that?
Just then, they heard the sound of a door opening.
Oh, what now?
The three of them turned and saw Akane. Oh, no, Junpei thought it's...
June!
Okay, I read that weirdly, that sentence weirdly. She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions, who were coming through the door behind her.
Ace! Santa! Clover! And Lotus!
Guess everyone's here.
Junpei and Seven were, for the moment, at a loss for words.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile, almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the ninth man. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no. The ninth man had died. This sounds familiar to me. I might have already read it in the previous round. I don't remember when I first turned novel mode on. But they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive. Actually, now I'm not sure. Some of this sounds familiar and some of it doesn't, so I might just be making that up.
And that's what we know.
With that, Junpei finished his own explanation. Let me see if, yeah, we were at the converging scene again. I'm trying to think what I'll choose this time. I am curious about saving wherever this point is, and then, trying to get back to this bad end. I probably won't play through the whole bad end again, because it doesn't seem like any point to it, but I do want to just get the scene checked off, so I might do a quick diversion, my plans. I don't even know what my plans are yet, but I might quickly do that whenever I get to that point, and then I will continue on the actual intended path, whatever that may be, in the episode following that. Or it might just, I don't know how long it is, so it might just be a short side quest. Alright, anyway, it looks like we're at about time, so I think I'm going to end this one here. And I will probably record another one right after this. I would like to pre-record a bunch up until July 12th, because I will be going on a very short trip on July 11th and returning the next day. And I will not be able to record during that time. So, I'm glad I'm pre-recording a bunch of crap. Because the sooner I have it done with, the better. And it's not like anyone's watching this anyway. I don't have any comments to look forward to. Alright, well, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye for now.